And like all of a sudden, my life didn't seem so bad, right? And I think there's a little bit of backstory if you're okay with us taking a detour for just a minute. So again, I had done okay in the tech space, the consulting space, made some money back in. I don't know, man. It was probably 7, 8 years ago. There was this AI startup that I was helping co-found, and I was so dead set that like I thought it was going to be the next big thing. And AI is a big thing today. Again, 7 years ago, it was probably a little too early to the market. But again, like we had raised money, we were in front of investors. The checks were coming in. I basically everything I had, I put on the line. I was so convinced it was going to explode. And 2020, it all fell apart. And I'm still have some weight to lose, but I was probably 300 pounds. I was stressed out of my mind. I diagnosed with diabetes. My wife and I were fighting. We were broke. All the things are falling apart, right? And I was just kind of living in self pity, feeling bad for myself, wondering what went wrong and all the things. And eventually, after a while, I got introduced to this group at Make-A-Wish, right? All of a sudden, I was friends with the CEO of Make-A-Wish Utah and a bunch of other people. And they introduced me to this kid. He was 5 years old. And he had leukemia. And like all of a sudden, my life didn't seem so bad, right?
Yeah.
I said, you know what? I can get my health back. I can get the money back. My wife and I were going to counseling. We were doing better. But I'm like, dude, this 5-year-old kid has leukemia, man. Like he's fighting through stuff I can't even imagine, right? And it's such an eye-opening thing of like, you know what? Like money comes and goes. And I'm not saying money is bad. I think a lot of people think money is bad or money is good. It's just a tool. But it made me realize that like money had taken over too much of my life, right? And again, I'm a big believer in building and making money and adding value, but it also made me realize like, hey, I want to give back. So the next year, we partnered with we have a major league rugby team here, so a professional rugby team in Utah, and we partnered with them and we did this big event where we broke the world record for the largest rugby scrum.
That's real impact.